So let's talk about 2012. You're calling this the most innovative year ever for Nissan.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and effectively this next week with the New York Auto Show, we'll be launching the first of 5 all-new products that represent about 75 to 80% of our total volume. So we're very quickly going to move to having the freshest portfolio in the industry.
Wow. So, and is that the most launches at one time that you've done?
You know, in terms of high volume launches, it probably is. And you know, 5 and 15 months is somewhat unprecedented, but the volume of these particular models is really going to help move the business for us.
So let's talk about the marketing around them. You have a new campaign coming out?
There's a new campaign that launches in April and really just teases the fact that there's a lot going on at Nissan. The idea is very simple, and in these 2 concepts, we drive a stake in the ground around innovation and simply state there's a lot happening at Nissan, 15 new products, or excuse me, 5 new products over the course of the next 15 months, and essentially, you know, declare that consumers should pay attention to the brand because there's a lot happening.
So what can we expect to see as far as spending? Will you be increasing your budget, or?
Well, with the launch of all these vehicles, I mean, we have to. And while I won't quote numbers, we do have both a dramatic increase in our Tier 1 and brand advertising, national advertising for all of the new products, and you know, both looking from a portfolio perspective, like much of the work that will be on air in April, and then each of the individual launches that are subsequent. We also are beefing up our presence in Tier 2. We've established local marketing groups that are being funded with matching dollars, so we'll have a great presence locally as we launch all these products and a very strong presence nationally.
So also in terms of innovation and new things, you have the Taxi of Tomorrow coming out at the New York Auto Show as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's exciting, and we'll have a big presence outdoor here in New York City to highlight the fact that consumers here in New York can go down and actually see the Taxi of Tomorrow at the show. But it's really a statement of leadership. It was a very competitive process to determine which manufacturer would win the business for New York City, and obviously the innovation that came out of the Taxi is, you know, one of the main reasons that we won that business. So we're excited about it. And there's interest all over the world now, not just in Nissan, but in this cab. So we're talking to a lot of other municipalities all over the world.
So what's in the Taxi? What's unique about it?
You know, I think that probably the most special thing is just a massive, you know, panoramic view that you have through a massive sunroof in the vehicle. But you'll also be completely connected with all of your, you know, devices with USB ports and able to charge your devices while you're traveling. The comfort is unprecedented. You know, you're not going to have one of those, you know, big humps in the center of the floor. It's got a complete flat floor, and it's also, you know, economically for the taxi providers, it's great fuel economy.
Is this also a vehicle that will be used by consumers, or no? It's only designed for
the platform fleets? For this vehicle is the NV200, which last year was the European Commercial Vehicle of the Year. So we're using that as the basis, and it is under consideration that we would bring, you know, for traditional commercial use, that same vehicle to the U.S. But right now we haven't made a decision on that.
Okay. Also recently it was announced that you were going to take the Datsun brand and reintroduce that to certain markets in the world. What's the strategy behind that? Datsun
is still an iconic brand all over the world. And our plan there is not to distribute Datsun in the United States, but use it in emerging markets as a very economical, efficient vehicle for the masses, again, in emerging markets, and help grow our business along with the Nissan brand in markets all over the world.
And keep Nissan sort of the mid-level mass market brand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So will you still be offering Peyton Manning a Titan now that he's going to Denver?
Our offer is still open. About a week ago, we created an open letter to Peyton Manning, and of course said that we were at Nissan, we're in a unique position to make him a Titan, and we meant physically build him a Titan. We build them here in the United States in Canton, and the open letter still stands, even though he's going to Denver. You know, should he want us to build one for his personal use or one of his favorite charities, we're still willing to do that.